Hey guys, JH. Welcome to Putting Green. Okay guys, what I want to talk about today is something that's very radical in terms of a breakthrough in putting. I've always been a pretty good putter, but I've had periods where I've had days where I've pushed the putt, pulled the putt, good roll and all that type of thing, good distance, but left and right and inconsistent. And guys, what I've found, and guys, I'm doing this here because we're on the old, the old putting practice green, and it's just like a paddock. It's just not, nobody comes here because it's just not manicured, but there's a lot of people on the normal putting green, so I don't want to do it there. Okay guys, what I've come up with, the secret to any putting, of course, is that the putter must go backwards and forwards as straight as possible. If you put it in a jig, and I made one years ago, which was 90 degrees, and it would just hole everything. Because the hit was so consistent and it tracked perfectly. But what we do, because we've got all these variations, these hinges, in the hands and the wrists and the arms and the shoulders and all that type of stuff, there's so many variables that can just create havoc with the club face and the path that it travels on. So in research and development, I came up with a methodology that for me is just off the scale good. To the extent it's basically totally positioned me now where I only have, if I'm going to miss a putt, it's only going to be on one side of the hole. And that's for a right-hander on the right-hand side of the hole. The worst putt I'll ever get is a push. I'll never get a pull because I've got the putter moving through the ball. You're perfectly square every time. And how have I done that? Well, I've got rid of all the balance and the weight positioning variables that you have in a golf, in a putting stroke, all the propensity for the club to move in and out and backwards and forwards before impact. How have I done that? Well guys, I found that the biggest single problem was always the ball position and the grip. And that we always, for a right-handed player, we always had the right hand low, which is the power hand, and the lead hand high, and we had this hinging that could come into play. Okay, a good putter doesn't have any hinge, but club player does. So what I wanted to do was get rid of the hinge and the propensity of the trail hand to be over dominant, and to be able to get the putter to go through the ball in a straight line every time. So how did I do that? Okay, well the big difference is that I've changed the ball position dramatically. The ball position now is right off the trail foot, here, right there. Right there. And the good thing about that, guys, is I know it can be in that position all the time. Every single putt I know it can be in exactly the same position, plus or minus a quarter of an inch. Whereas when it's up here, there are days when you'll have bad alignment and the ball position can vary an inch and a half. It really can. I've tested players. And that has a marked effect on the travel of the putter into the ball. So what I've done to eliminate that, guys, is I put it off between the trail toe and the second toe. That's where I position the ball. I've got rid of the hinge and the propensity of the trail hand to be the dominant hand, in that I put the lead hand down, I put the trail hand up the top, and I've lowered my lead shoulder. The good thing about having the left or the lead hand down is it automatically lowers the left shoulder or the lead shoulder. If you've got the lead hand up, it pushes the left shoulder up, and even with a little bit of what I call vertical arcing in the putting stroke, the lead shoulder can come up and the putter can come up as you hit the ball. But what I've done by having the lead hand down and the trail hand up, the lead shoulder is low now. And what does that do? It keeps the putter very low through the ball. It keeps the putter incredibly low through the ball. Amazingly so. And there's no flip. There's no flip. It's all basically a lead hand, finger pressure action. It takes it back and it pulls it through. It pushes it back and pulls it through. And the trail hand, or the dominant hand, is just a stabiliser that sits on there softly to link up the shoulder triangle. That's all that does. And it gets the trail arm underneath the lead arm, guys. It really does. Because a lot of players that have conventional grips tend to get the trail side arm over the lead arm. Now that can create shoulder roll. You want your shoulders doing that. You want them doing that or basically that in the putting stroke, not that. So by having the lead hand down and the trail hand just sitting there and off the back foot, and I have all my weight on my trail foot, guys, I could just lift this off. I don't care where that is. My lead shoulder is low and it's closed a little bit. I've got it in so that I can always make sure that my putting stroke is always square to a little bit inside to out. That will always happen. I'll never be outside in ever. And I'll be very, very level through the ball. Just look at this action. My weight is basically it's all just positioned on my heel and the arch of my foot. This foot here is not doing anything. Lead shoulder's low. And it's just pushed back. And look at that putter, guys. Look at that putter face. That putter face is dead square. Absolutely theodolite. Geometrically square. I mean, extraordinarily so. It's just a pity I can't do some putts here because the green's we've got so much wind here. The green's just covered in twigs and all types of things, acorns and everything, and the green hasn't been mowed. And it's not really a putting green, it's just a practice green. But guys, look at that action. Look at that action. And watch my lead shoulder. Watch the action. Look at the putter face. Now that ball touched the other ball, even on this bad green. But look at the putter face. But if you have a conventional one here, you can have all types of orientation of the putter face through the ball. See this one's over here. Look, it's come off a path over here, and the putter face has come up. Now guys, I've got to tell you, for me, it's a revelation. I now think that I can putt. I think I can putt as good as anyone. As good as a really, really super putter. I went on a good putting green the other day on the golf course just near our house, and I was there for about half an hour, and guys, it didn't matter like 30-foot putts. I mean, you're always at the mercy of the grain and all that type of stuff, so you could hit the best putt in the world, but there's just too much going on. But 12-foot putts, that type of stuff, and up to 15-foot putts, 6 foots were all basically gimmies, and I got like 99% of the putts. It was just ridiculous. So look how square the putt. So this is the setup, guys. There it is there. There it is. Lead hand down. We grip it in the fingers and the thumbs. There's your pressure point. Here we put all our weight on that lead thing. Eyes are directly over the ball. Lead shoulder's low. We just push back and pull through. Guys, you will never ever experience a putting stroke hit that is as solid as that. You will never experience that in a conventional putt. I don't care who you are. You will never have. And if there was a machine that I could fit onto the face of the putter to give an absorption and a quality of strike hit, I know that this method would be far and away above everything else. So if you're a right-handed putter, so just set up, put the ball off there, all the weight there. This is what we call a stalk stance. You know, basic stalk standing on one leg. You can put that lead leg wherever you like. Down here, lead shoulder low, push back, push through. Guys, it's really that simple. Now, what I've done, because I'm radical, this is a putter of my own design, guys, which I've had for a few years, and I'm hoping to get it onto the world market in the next 6 months, something like that. There's been a lot of development into it. It's the most high-tech putter that's ever been made. This is space shuttle technology. But guys, what I've done with this, because this putter is able to be used left or right-handed, you can adjust it left or right-handed, depends what you are, and you can set the lie of the putter wherever you want it, you know, upright, flat, whatever you like, within the rules of golf. You can only have 10 degrees off centre, off 90 degrees, so you can't go any more than 80 degrees upright, and I think you can go down to about 70 degrees, something like that. So I've got this one right on 80, and guys, look, I put it off, and I'm putting left-handed. I've set this up to putt left-handed. I've got the right hand down, the right shoulder low, and watch what the face of this putter does. It's just amazing. This is if you want to get radical, or if you're left-handed. But I'm a right-handed putter. Here. Lead shoulder low. Look how straight that putter face is. Right, I'll aim this one at the camera tripod. Now, why would I putt left-handed if I'm a right-handed golfer? Because, guys, I can actually use my dominant hand to great effect now, and I can eliminate parallax error. Right-handed golfer, right eye is dominant. When you look at a hole normally from side on, you will get a thing called parallax error, where the hole looks like it's in a different position. That's because the dominant eye is taking over. When I turn around being right eye dominant and putt left-handed, my right eye is neutralised. So I get basically what I call 90-degree plane of vision. I neutralise that dominancy of the trail eye. Here. Now look where the putter is, guys, look. There it is there. If you could reach out with a putter and just do that, that'd be the perfect stroke. And of course, having it off the trail foot, all the other attributes that we have with the right-hander is transferred to left-hander, in that the putter stays low, the lead shoulder is low, and we can use the dominant hand this time, but we can use it backhanded, not forward-handed. So when it's used that way, you get a lot of hinging. When it's used this way, there's no hinging. It's just a straight line rod type effect. And here we are. So that's just hit the other ball. And there are fairways on the golf courses around here, guys, that are better than this putting green. But if you want to be totally radical, and all you need is a left-handed putter, my putter's perfect for this exercise because I can adjust it accordingly, and it can be adjusted to any player, and that's the whole advantage of it. So here we go. All the weight's on the left leg, trail shoulder low, push back, pull through. Push back, pull through. Okay guys, that's radical. A right-handed putter putting left-handed. But I can promise you that doing that, it brings into play all the attributes we have as a right-handed person that can be used effectively putting left-handed. We get rid of the parallax error problem. We get rid of the dominancy flip, all that type of stuff. So if you've got a left-handed putter, just try it. Just try it, guys. Here we go. But watch the putter face. Now, you can put that foot there if you like, put it wherever you like. See how square the putter is? Look, there's no rollover at all. How am I going to putt when I go back to playing golf? Like this, because I'm going to use my putter. Low left shoulder, and see the lead shoulder. I think I was out of camera most of the time there. Okay, I'll try and do this. And to see how the lead shoulder is down, and it's slightly closed. Push back, pull through. Because these balls are hitting all the acorns and all types of things that are on the green, guys. Push back, pull through. But you can see front on, you can just see the putter face, how square it is. And that's the secret of putting. I might have been out of frame for all of that. I'm doing this all into the sun. Okay, one more. Okay. Push back, pull through. Oh, that's perfect. The roll is exquisite, but there's this putter. This putter is exquisite in terms of the roll. This is the putter of the future, guys. Everything else as a putter is obsolete, totally obsolete compared to this putter. This is space age stuff. This is space shuttle technology. The balance on this putter is like no other putter, and as you can see, the grip is that's a metal grip, and we call that the resonance grip. You can tune this putter to the frequency that you want in the feel of the putt when you want to do when you want the feel off the face. There's spaces here, and you can tune the frequency. It's frequency resonance tunable. Okay, last one. Okay, just push back and pull through. Okay, guys. Well, that's the nature of what we're talking about. It's for a right-handed golfer. If you putt left-handed as a right-handed golfer, you're eliminating all the overbearing aspects that we have anatomically, and that is trail side dominance, trail eye dominance. When you go around left-handed, you neutralise all those. But if you putt right-handed, as you normally do, but play it off the back foot and go lead hand down, low lead shoulder, I think that you get a better appreciation of the line to the hole with the ball off the back foot anyway, even with the trail eye dominance, because the trail eye is right over the golf ball. when you get there, the trail eye is right over the golf ball. All my weight's there, guys, look. You can't track a putt, or you can't track a ball, or a putter face any squarer than that. You just can't do it. Low left shoulder, push back with the lead hand, pull through with the lead hand. And this green is just awful, but those balls are just tracking up and hitting each other. Alright, I'll just hit these three. This is how we set up. Lead shoulder low, all the weight on the trail foot. Push back, pull through. I'm aiming at the leg on the tripod. Push back, pull through. Now guys, that leg's like 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Let's just hit that leg both times. You probably see the vibration in the camera. Push back, pull through. Okay guys, so that's the basic story. I'll do a little bit more in-depth explanation on that going forward. But just to recap, we changed it for a right-hander, we changed the ball to between the big toe and the second toe, so we've got a 1/4 inch variation. We have all the weight on the trail leg. We have lead hand down, and it goes on like that, guys. Just on there like that. Trail hand just sits there. Lead shoulder is low. Put this foot wherever you want. Push back, pull through. Push back, pull through. And we'll keep and the reason the roll is so good on those putts, guys, is because the putt is very low through the ball. It's not chopping down on it, and it's not hitting up on it. It's very level. We know with every putt that's ever hit with any putter, a ball from standstill to getting in motion will always skid for the first 6 or 9 or 12 inches, depending how hard you hit it. That's just the law of physics. You know, a round piece of mass, getting the friction of the grass on it when it's hit, well, it has to overcome the friction of the grass before it starts to roll. Okay, I don't know if I can add anything to that, but it's okay, I'll just hit 3 more. It's just fantastic. The other day when I was putting on the good greens, guys, it was a revelation, absolute revelation. Lead shoulder low, push back, pull through. And you'll never experience a more solid hit than this. Push back, pull through. Okay guys, that's the story on I call it opposite application anatomics. Everything that we have anatomically natural that we use in putting, we subvert that and we turn it around diametrically 100% the opposite way. Okay guys, have a look at that. Just give me some comments on it. And if I can get on a good green, I'll actually show you the roll of the putter. If I can get on our proper practice green down there, although it's just been sanded and cored. They're doing all maintenance at the moment. Yeah, if I can get on a good green, I'll actually show you the roll. But those putts don't vary, guys. You pick the line, it's in the hole. You pick the line, it's in the hole. And I promise you, for some strange reason, when I have my dominant eye right over the ball, as opposed to there, where it's not over the ball, the appreciation of the line is extraordinary. Okay guys, just have a look at that and give me some comment feedback. But it's a huge breakthrough, and you can do it either left or right-handed. If you're right-handed or left-handed. If you're left-handed, just reverse the process.